Welcome back to the channel. I am Chris Stone. Today we talk about the pros and cons of democratic socialism. As always, my social media links are in the description below. Now, without further ado, let's begin. Democratic socialism combines the ideas of democracy and socialism into one societal unit and governing. There exist three key reforms that are supported within this structure, according to the Democratic Socialists of America. One, the wish to decrease that money has on politics with capitalistic governments. Two, the ability to empower every single person in their workplace, home, and their economy. And three, the need to restructure gender and cultural relationships to create more equality. The process of democratic socialism is to create a human vision instead of focusing on the private profit or attitude that rewards those who can survive. It creates a place where everyone has a chance to share their voice. On the other hand, core concepts are available to them in a mutually supportive environment. In this video, we're going to have a look at the pros and cons of democratic socialism. Pros of democratic socialism. First of all, let's have a look at the pros of democratic socialism. One, gives opportunity to pursue success. Only those with means and opportunity can continue options like good health care coverage or college education in a truly capitalist environment. There is already forming democratic socialism in place with public schools offered in the K through 12 grade range in the US. This also extends concepts to forms of governing which are already working in a democratic society and applies them to other components of it. Each person has the right to pursue their definition of success in a democratic society. 2. Offer more room for value judgments. Products can be easily offered in a society that is based on value judgments and democratic socialism instead of profit judgments. Even if production creates a loss, still government can still subsidize production. Also needed items are available to everyone in democratic socialism. Goods and services are based on profits, fit and value second in a structure based on capitalism. 3. Creates an efficient economy. There is no longer a push to sell unneeded goods or services to consumers in democratic socialism. This means that less money is spent on marketing and allowing for more to be used on innovation, production, and wage growth. People still receive what they need. It also contains daily living with constant brand messaging demanding to be heard. 4. Creates income equality within society. The inequality gap has been growing for more than 2 generations in the United States. Only 50% of children earned more than their parents in 1980. In 1970, more than 50% of the earners brought in more than 20% of income, and the top 1% of income earners in the US brought in more than 20% of all income. Under democratic socialism, these gaps would not disappear, and the adults in top 1% earned 81% more than adults in the bottom 50% on average, and they would, however, become greatly reduced. 5. Eliminates the threat of price fixing. The government controls, owns, or monitors every organization that provides goods and services in a democratic environment. The society can govern pricing or form mergers or monopolies. Then it allows access to everyone who may need those items instead of using free market demands to raise prices. There is high demand for what they have, and there is no structure available that allows suppliers to alter pricing simply. 6. Reduces classism within local societies. There are no haves or have-nots because it has a sense of community ownership in all things in democratic socialism. Private production is used for goods, and at the same time, individuals within society can elect their government officials free without a sense of fear of political reprisal, because everyone is working towards the common good. Differences in wealth and culture are reduced. 7. Reduces threat of economic cycles. Jobs were lost especially during the Great Recession's years of 2007 to 2009. Many families around the world are struggling to make ends meet. People are forced to find unemployment opportunities just to pay their bills, and since then wages have exploded for the upper income tier, growing as much as 230%. Democratic socialism reduced the threat of economic cycles, and for the bottom tier of income earners, some individualists have not seen a pay rise since 2007 and make it easier for households to take care of their basic needs. On the other hand, they hold income access to pursue opportunities. Cons of democratic socialism. Now let's switch towards the cons of democratic socialism. 1. Create more bureaucracy. The government will ask to determine who is eligible to receive special benefits, and applicants must fill out paperwork to prove their eligibility, and ongoing renewals must be processed. A major goal of democratic socialism is to streamline society and equalize access to services. But more bureaucracy is created in doing so, and it could take much more time to make services available to those who need them. 2. Prevents corruptible government. Human beings are fallible creatures and are prone to mistakes, and we are also adherent to doing things to one another in certain circumstances. Under the universe of socialism, no matter what happens on the spectrum, there are fewer checks and balances you need to take care of. It also limits the effect of corruption, and new leaders can be elected by people, but not immediately, and hierarchies tend to emerge under the structure and leaders working to shore up power where they can. 3. Creates more government spending. For the economy to grow, there must be a balance between democratic and foreign trade, and as innovation declines and manufacturing grows stagnant, only fewer international opportunities develop. The government may be forced to import more items and create trade deficits within their neighbors, and without innovation, maintenance and repair overages become common as equipment ages. Moreover, the government spends more time if it would have invested capital into existing systems and upgraded them. 4. Create lack of societal motivation. They do not participate within the workforce, and there always exist people within any society. About 1/3 of people who are all aware of working age are choosing not to join the workforce in the US, and under the system of democratic socialism, this figure could increase further. Both individuals having their basic needs and individual working are likely to give up. And that concludes the video. Make sure to comment down below your opinions on the ideology and tell me if you learned something. I'm trying to make a discussion and try my best not to divide. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. I hope you enjoyed it. See you guys in the next one. Try not to kill each other, and peace.